Huge leaks for Season 28 and 29 have been coming out recently thanks to the leaker Hypermist. Hypermist has been on quite the streak recently regarding leaks for Apex Legends, and he's found some very cool stuff in the horizon for Apex. So here's a big list of everything that we're going to be talking about in this video. But before we begin dissecting it, please like and subscribe to stay up to date with Apex news. Starting with leaks for Season 28, we can see that there's going to be no new legend this time around. While it's sad to see that, I think it's kind of okay for the health of Apex Legends, as I don't think we want to become Siege with how many operators there are. There will, however, be one in Season 29, so you should stick around to find out more. While we aren't getting a new legend, Fuse is getting a rework and buff, probably similar to the stuff we've been seeing with legends like Ashe, Lifeline, Valk, and Octane. Hypermist also said that we can expect Knuckle Cluster improvements and an improvement in /buff to his ultimate. Glad to see my boy Fuse getting some love recently. He's one of my favorite legends. According to Rasa Squirrel, we could see the ring be filled in, and we could see a 63% raise in size for his ultimate. And personally, I expect we'll see some sort of movement added, as this has been a trend with all of the legends that they've been reworking recently. Additionally, according to Hypermist, we could see a World's Edge rework, but I feel dubious about that because we just got an Olympus map rework, and Respawn is famously slow with updating maps. On the bright side, we could be looking forward to a new collaboration between Apex and some other franchise, kind of like the Final Fantasy event from Season 19. Because a couple months ago, Hypermist found a file relating to a saber, which could be a lightsaber, or it could be a saber from a different franchise, like Assassin's Creed. That could also be a cool crossover. I'm open to see whatever Respawn cooks up. On the topic of heirlooms, we could expect to see a Whip Universal heirloom coming in a milestone event. In my opinion, this heirloom could be classified as an unofficial Maggie heirloom, kind of like the Power Sword was for Newcastle a couple months back. However, if you'll think back to the more recent Universal Heirloom events, you'll remember that there's always an LTM to go along with them, where players can try out the heirloom for themselves in a way that's kind of fun. Wait, hold up. Not like that. Not like that. Not like that. Please, Respawn, don't do it like that. But I will be excited to see what kind of event Respawn cooks up. And if you want my idea, I think it should be an infinite use pathy grapple inside of the event. Additionally, the R301 should return back to light ammo away from energy ammo, and will no longer be an elite weapon. In its place, a different weapon will be taking over. I'm not quite sure which weapon that'll be yet. I think it's going to be a weapon that's kind of undervalued. It might be the Wingman as some sort of homage to OG players, and it's not in a particularly strong place right now. Again, this is speculation, but I think if the Wingman becomes the elite weapon for this season, you can expect to see it become a dual-wield weapon. And I mean, dual-wield Wingmans would go absolutely crazy. If you remember a few years back, there was a hack where hackers were able to use dual-wield Wingmans, and we could see how much damage that inflicted. Here's a video of that if you're curious. So subscribe to the channel for updates on that. Of course, because Wildcard is one of the most popular modes in Apex right now alongside Ranked, we're getting new wildcards. It's not quite clear which wildcards they will be, but I think we can trust that Apex is going to cook as usual with them. For something that I'm pretty excited about, there should be ranked improvements planned. Right now, ranked is in a pretty bad state. I'm not a high-ranking player by any means, but I think it's quite frustrating that everybody is running snipers, and there always seems to be half the lobby left in the last ring. Personally, I hope they remove the POI drop spots. I think that was just a bad idea, and it really slows down the game, which is pretty frustrating in the lower ranks, because everybody's alive near the end of the game. Of course, this is all speculation, because I don't know what's going to come of that, but I think we can also hope for better ranked rewards, specifically from the ladders, because I think we all know they've been pretty lackluster recently. I doubt most of that stuff will come to fruition, but here's hoping. Typically, the anniversary event in Apex has some pretty good rewards, lots of free stuff, and the final reward will likely be heirloom shards again for those of you willing to spend $150 on a video game. It seems possible that we might see the Fuse Prestige skin coming, which I'm excited for. It will, however, be in a milestone event, which is a little bit stinky, Respawn. Moving on to the Season 28 Battle Pass, we can expect to see a Bocek react for the Season 28 Battle Pass, while in Split 2, we can expect to see Lil Bang Catalyst legendaries. And while I'm not a huge Seer fan, I don't have any good legendary skins for him, so I'd be happy to get one. And of course, how could I forget the exotic shop, where they'll be adding an R301 reactive. Seems like we've got a whole lot of skins on the way, and a lot of ways to spend your money. And as for what you've all been waiting for, a brand new legend is coming out in Season 29, which according to Hypermist will be called Overdrive. Their passive should allow them to control their jumps and slides better. Not quite sure how that'll work or what that even means in the context of Apex, but I'm excited to see what Respawn cooks up. As for the tactical, they should be able to drop some sort of pad, kind of similar to the pads that Maggie's Wrecking Ball drops, which should increase your slide speed and control. Again, don't know what that means, but again, I'm excited to see what Respawn cooks up. And as for the ultimate, she should be able to summon a motorcycle, kind of like a trident, which will have 800 health that she and maybe another player will be able to ride on. I'm excited to see what comes of that. I think the ultimate is the only thing that sounds really good in that kit, but I'm excited to play around with it. Either way, it won't be until the summer season. And if you want any idea on when these events should be, I think you can expect to see one of the 2 Universal Heirlooms coming during the anniversary event, because 4 events in one season seems unreasonable. If you've made it this far in the video, 2 things. Thank you, and please put a blue heart in the comment section to tell me that you did.